Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today isn't really about me taking photographs. It's about finding them before they even exist. It's about viewing a place and considering the scene under very different conditions for a future visit. I'm not chasing the perfect image just now. I'm scouting for one that might not happen for a while. Maybe it'll be here in a few months' time when I'm back up north visiting family and the light and conditions are better. You've probably heard me say before that I don't teach photography, and that's still true. But I'm always happy to share what I'm doing, how I work, or how I'm developing as a photographer, because someone might pick up on an idea and adapt it to suit themselves. Something I learned from others is that every location has potential for photography, and you just have to spend time finding that potential. That's what I'm doing today, as today the light is almost too harsh for any good images. It's the sort of day many photographers just leave the camera behind. I could have done the same, as today isn't about making images, and certainly not portfolio images. Today is simply about collecting ideas. As I wander, I'm constantly asking myself little questions. Can I get an elevated shot without a drone? Especially in a place like this where drone flight isn't really possible. What happens when the sun is lower? Would this look better in fog? Would fresh snow simplify the scene? Is there something in the background that ruins a composition, like a pylon or a bin store, and can I remove it by just moving my feet a few inches? Oh, look here. Just how close can graves get? I don't think I've ever seen such a crowded ancient graveyard. And for those interested, there are at least 4 different types of grave marker in this one scene alone. It's all just a little bit too cluttered though. How could I compose this and make a good image? That's what's going through my head just now. Should I concentrate on details rather than vistas? And can I show age and character in a respectful way? Would you believe this porch I'm photographing just now dates from the 1500s, and it's built onto a wall from the 1200s. I'm not just photographing some old rocks stacked together, I'm photographing something that survived for many hundreds of years and will continue to do so long after I've gone. For me, scouting locations like this also makes future visits easier. For when energy is limited, knowing exactly where I want to go and what I want to photograph makes the best use of the time I have. Just at the point I thought I'd seen everything I wanted here, a local man wandered in carrying 2 cans of Stella. This was clearly his quiet place. But within minutes, he was eagerly pointing out carvings I'd completely missed beneath my feet. He pointed out hidden stonework, old carvings under a tarpaulin locked behind a metal gate, preservation work being carried out by Historic Environment Scotland. He showed me other little details I'd walked straight past. It's a reminder that observation isn't just about using your eyes. Sometimes it's about talking to people who already know the place and are willing to share their knowledge. And boy, did he know the place. He recalled as a child, he and his friends used this old church and graveyard as their playground, even clambering up the high walls to the bell tower. So I started to take some photographs. The first one's Alright, it's not going to be the star of the show, I'm sure. I've got a few ideas now of images that I would like to take. And I'm not talking to the camera very much because I forgot the microphone. So there'll probably be wind noise in this, and I hate wind noise. So we'll probably go back to, what do you call it, voiceover again. And I'll shut up talking to camera. Just looking at one of the graves here. Very, very, very decorative. Not all of them are here, but there's one that's very decorative. I'm just going to take a picture and I can show you. These carvings all have meaning. A skull, a coffin, an hourglass, and a bell, all signifying death. A winged cherub reminds us of the soul's rise to heaven. The tools of someone's trade. The reminders that every stone belonged to a real person with a real life. When scouting a scene, check your angles, perspective, and depth of field variations. With focus stacking, I can get everything in focus from front to rear. But is that what I would want if I came back to do black and white on a moody day? And if I came back in winter, should I bring a kneeling mat, as the ground could get wet and muddy? What type of trees are here? Will autumn be good or not? How high are those trees? Will the sun even reach the ground midwinter? Trust me, it doesn't get very high in the sky in December. But would that be a benefit? I have to consider the options. Photographing carvings like these isn't easy in the midday sun. An area of dappled light produces the best result of the day for me. It's good to get a low angle to improve the perspective. Lying flat on the ground changes the perspective completely, trust me. Low-level details, normally small and viewed from above, are now given centre stage. Every location you check out can be different, and it's worth remembering to ask the questions I've been asking, such as, do trees overcrowd the scene like here, or is there an open vista to enhance the overall scene? Or do you simply concentrate on detail? As I head out, I check out an area that I had observed from the steps earlier. Long-stemmed dandelions that might just create an interesting foreground to a simple grave shot. Getting down is easy. It's the getting up again that gets harder each year. Today probably won't produce my best photograph of the year. In fact, I know it won't, but that's perfectly fine, because today's visit wasn't wasted. I've learned where the light falls. I found compositions worth returning for. I've discovered details I never expected to see. The next time I come back, perhaps in autumn colour, winter frost, or under dramatic skies, I won't be starting from scratch. I'll already know where to stand. Sometimes photography isn't about pressing the shutter. Sometimes it's simply about learning to see. And I think that's one of the most valuable skills any photographer can develop. Thank you for watching. See you next time when I try my hand at plane spotter photography.